A ver qué pasa ahora. Pues está. Vamos. Ay, madre mía. Indigo va a empezar normal. Por favor, ¿qué pasa ahora? Madre mía. ¿Eh? Venga, joder.
Ad astra abyssosk.
A ver. ¿Eh? Venga. Ay, me cago en 10, ¿verdad? Se me había pasado totalmente los códigos. Yo no sé si funciona.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
O vas a... Puedo ponerlo.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Over here. To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appeared.
You can say that again. What brings you to... Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on that front.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit...
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson?
well...
Se no va a correr.
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
You know,
Se ve como cuadrados.
on second thought, maybe we don't need...
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past. And as for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House. As for the issue at hand, well, It hardly relates to any ulterior motive.
What sort of?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
¿Por qué tú mejores eso? Directo. Eso lo haría todos los días. La idea.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matter.
Of course, Father.
No me acostumbro a que le llamen padre teniendo tetas, pero no, da igual, es padre. Padre. Tiene tetas y culo, pero es padre.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our... You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people, if you're willing, why don't you stay a while and...
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be the...
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every... Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Que sí. Vamos a ver, que sí. A ver, hay que hacer múltiples cosas antes que se me olvide, porque esto ya me da pequeño. A ver, está esto aquí. Vamos a ver, raticolina, a ver. Aunque yo creo que esto ya no va a estar. Mira, si está. Qué raro, estaba todavía. Y gráficos, yo que estoy. Aquí están.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Se me va un poco. Muy bien, se me va un poco lento esto. ¿En qué se vuelve? Ven aquí, objeto. a casa de visita. Mm, pues eso es una sucha.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for
Ah, qué sucha, sí.
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was with this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring enough supplies of our own. I should probably make sure the rest.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Like now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Pues no sé, me alegro. Supongo.
Winnie! Finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Joder. A ver qué pasa ahora, madre mía. Pues no me deja ni 2 segundos. A ver. A ver qué pasa. Joder, esa habitación, de verdad. En otro momento para estar. Muy bien.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
Se van de fiesta y se ponen a hacerme preguntas a estas horas.
Please, don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon did. Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the...
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
Sí, por ahí. Sí, estoy en modo... Creo seguro.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
Y 3 horas.
Wait a second, that's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all. Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts. Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, come on. We insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I got both.
¿Qué tierna? Es como mamá de la serie esta de la apotecaria. Bueno, aceptablemente. Acepto el inglés. Eso no de escribir y leer lo que quería hablar.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. She's super good at it. Has never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet...
¿Qué grupo tan ameno?
I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So
porque se hablan telepáticamente, se mueven los labios también.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Son fatos puros.
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed.
Really? Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to... Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Vale, gracias.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got some...
All right, see you later.
Bye. Prefiero no verlos nunca.
Lynn, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? The talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Y peligroso es.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Son un poquito raritos. A ver, ¿dónde está? Oh, está haciendo la taparética, no lo jodas.
Filio, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Sí, somos extranjeras.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Sí,
Of course,
Ofi.
we're making our way all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
Qué convencida está.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from...
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
Es un poco chillona, pero sí. ¿Alguna vez hablarán moviendo los labios? Misterio de Fontaine.
After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to...
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then.
Well, that's it for the supplies.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
Todos los comentarios que se me pasan por la cabeza.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
Es una buena opción.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out. Uh-huh. Fremine, what are you doing here?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House...
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember...
Seafood soup?
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there...
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware. And you were just going to come...
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night.
Será eso, será eso.
Could be...
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
This is the first time I've seen that.
Yeah. Just follow me.
Así lo he hecho. Para ser turístico. Un piso 33 en ropa fashion y cosas más. ¿Será abajo? Será abajo.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Heart. just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Lenny?
Me acuerdo.
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, she must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About half a...
So ever since we got to Poisson, then? Do you have any idea?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father is... You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father...
I've thought it through. And I just can't handle it. Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but that feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices...
So what you're saying is... that was her?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family.
Está bien. A ver. O me está diciendo que se oye mal. A ver. Ah, mi respiración, sí, eso siempre. Y no de las veces que más se me oye. Por ahí tengo un cacho que ya estoy repitiendo como Darth Vader.
I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan, then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out it...
I haven't thought that far yet.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to...
Moncho está sonando pasa hierba.
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? Because I, for one...
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and you and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So,
Oh, looks like getting kind of heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Ok, ok.
Oh, it's raining. Hey, you two! Hope we are. Oh, wait a minute, Fremine.
Everything's fine.
Es que está lloviendo.
Thanks for
Es
asking.
por eso.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact,
what are you getting at, Traveler?
when guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep... Me too. Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Fop, that means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her...
I've tried that already.
And?
And nothing. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever...
I don't know much about spirits.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else...
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I swear.
Y ha parecido de la puta nada. De la nada, sí.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather... If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Claire, there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Papá jugando en mata, como muy rápido y esas cosas.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
Claro, es un fantasma que come. Normal.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Eso es lo que voy a hacer yo.
That's right. Based on... Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. Mike?
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the...
Huh? Is Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be the people in charge. They're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. In this house, some people are family and other people are just test subjects. Oh, wait, does that mean the knave... She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only...
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy. Harry. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a... Maybe we should try it.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish...
To go outside. Where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Está su cadáver ahí metido en una cueva ahora.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick...
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want to...
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene if the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered. Just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Este con nosotros no nos pone cosas, la mato.
You too. Okay. I really hope this goes well. No. It...
Antes se me olvide. Au. La playa cercana. Bastante. Estas cosas no cuestan.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing...
Pero la esta. Coño.
It's the knave and child.
No. Sueño no.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Está muriendo.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all
Pero, normal.
journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have...
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain...
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's the... Well, that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Y te mueres.
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that
Sí, solo
one lady
tiene
in the House of the Hearth.
el riñón fuera.
I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down, and that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to...
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to...
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries.
One I could do without,
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just... Right. We're super close to Linny and the others, but...
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they?
Oh, well, you see, there's only so much you can learn.
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
Lo de padre teniendo teta, no casa.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like to hear the... I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know. I won't let you.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me.
Wait, did you really do...
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family. Oh, based on your reaction, I'm getting...
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved. But I don't intend to call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly... The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betrayed...
Good. Like I said, I like...
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems...
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so...
They were that high stakes?
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get... Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get... Traveler, Paimon? I'm not sure where our paths will cross next. The next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Sí, hace mucho tiempo que no te uso de 2 semanas.
Again, maybe this is...
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also have in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call...
I like the sound of that.
We should probably get going too.
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight.
We have to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. turned around, and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't... Well, we could always try... Good? Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so...
Good. I've got the list. Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, l'endroit...
Cara genérica, cara genérica, cara genérica.
Oh, yikes. That rare guy has a huge scar.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but
Wait, so that means... Maeve, she...
it may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not... Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about... I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but note...
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. I can see how they might not get along.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us... As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But people like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the...
These kinds of conflicts have always been there.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. I can't say for sure. But I think they've met...
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about it. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Vabbè, su Vandamme sta molto... Non questa è la prima prova.
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing it.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of
external pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the other...
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first.
Siempre me llama la atención las sillas tan enormes que hay en esta juego.
Lynette, this time. Fremen, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ahora descansar.
forward to an early. Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, traveler? Trust is effort, traveler.
Está ella matando.
Look over there. Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Sí.
Over there.
Ish. A ver qué cosa.
Being too popular is such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
Joder, se tal.
Oh, look, she stopped. Clearly. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
A ver. A ver.
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. Sure. Well, after everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the You're saying the knave tittle? It's just that doesn't seem like something she would do. I knew you wouldn't, Boo. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think Mother. But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Harry, there's also Paimon's getting a string. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems she looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy.
Espera, no voy a
We should
platicar
close the
con él.
window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you Perry and I promised each other that but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me. What should I do? Paimon really doesn't understand what... Well, let's head back.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kind of ran into Clairview. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but we're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work, but Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairview was talking about?
it's an entirely independent operation. The doctor only the details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But
Alright, that's good to hear. Clarity seems to think the knave and the doctor work together to do something horrible. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clarity is lying. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Hyman doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. He's probably still near the shore. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what... Alright, let's get...
Joder, qué sabe. Mm, yo se me olvida que entendí, ¿no?
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit...
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such... So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract.
Looks like you could have used some extra time. Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Harmonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now. Oh, good idea. Oh, well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure... Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. Let's see...
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
before my meeting. We might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions.
You're not planning on doing any...
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and... Although, there's that situation with Phil... No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh. Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the...
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held... I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep them. As for Filial, Nantoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets...
But that's...
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration, if Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence, if their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will... Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be well, time to go.
No sé si me va a dar tiempo.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette, I must say. I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quick.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
Although
if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to... I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may...
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal.
El documento refleja. Fíjate, fíjate.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of...
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use... A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from... Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappear. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water...
Did you get any of that?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few...
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's...
A seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your...
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my force, and, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer...
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar...
Tartuffe. Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case...
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for...
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment.
All right, traveler Paimon.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? So, what exactly were you talking about? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
A ver.
Well, let me make it up to you at least.
Y mientras tanto Arlecchino se pira.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm sure. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora. It's just.
I'll take 3 papers. Here.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. May the Archons. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't Paimon just realized how hungry she is? She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your... That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite...
Wait, why are you being so generous?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent.
Then what do you...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Wonderful. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in this...
Okay. Sounds normal enough. But
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Joder. Cojonudo. pero a ver, que yo no, no me estás diciendo. O que tenés que ir por aquí, porque a Paimon le apetece, de cojones. Vale.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a ground. No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. It was before I became a harbinger. And before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that...
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight. Force them. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little they would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on. Or sent away on dangerous missions.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince...
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of... Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her, of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth.
Wait, the friend that...
Friend, huh? Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that, despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create... There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, even with her body racked with pain. She would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night.
What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy's, if she couldn't escape and fight back, then precisely. Death. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until she was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess.
Crucibina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. also the place where the moment she acted. Any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. Peruere won the battle and became a harbinger herself.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along.
I left that name behind long ago. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah, based on what you just told us, Claire...
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient... Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your...
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped.
So if all of that is true, then you...
Indeed. She's a rather volatile, but other times, shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason, but... No matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate some...
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there... So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our...
Is this really what you want?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger makes you impulsive. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I give...
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? See, Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her.
Huh? Are you...
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with by trade.
Father, let me explain. We'd...
Fultz. Why don't you...
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. sick of this life. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy in a... We're birds locked in a cage. The only way...
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed? What?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that...
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not... That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had...
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that
Filial, Nance, I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. And I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. We... accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of...
All those who betray the house.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did. We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted... But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. So please, Father.
I agree with Winnie.
Father, please. Linny, you...
also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be However, given the
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel? Precisely. The rules of the house will not. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing.
Wait.
Impossible. Father is way... Did you hear that, Traveler? Lynn and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?